Welcome to Deere Time. I'm Chris Sawyer and you know my assistant Troy Sawyer here. Today we're going to show a quick video on maintaining your lawn equipment. And what I'm going to show you is how to sharpen your blade. And you can sharpen the blade several times and save yourself some money versus buying a new blade every time. So with that, let's get right into it. What you're going to want to do is place your blade in a vise. Now this is a curved blade here. This blade has a little bit of a contour. So you don't want to put it in a vise completely because you could mess up the nature of the curve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, for this particular blade, just put it right in the edge and catch the straight part there. All right. Now a good dirty blade is easier to file than a clean blade, because once you start filing, all this is going to turn bright silver. Now you'll notice the edges here starting to turn silver first, and as you adjust your file to the angle, it should flatten out, and you're going to use the silver, shiny silver part as your guide to your angle. And basically what you want to do is you just want to get a good clean silver finish across there, and so that when you run your thumb across it, it feels like a knife edge. And it doesn't have to be like a razor blade, because keep in mind you're going to be hitting sticks and you'll probably hit some rocks over the course of a season. So you don't want it too thin, because if you get it too thin, then it'll be more likely to chip off, and that's harder to repair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start, and I always use my hand as a counterweight. And you don't just go down, you want to go this way, and then I'll just adjust my angle so that it maintains a flat shine all the way across. Let's see if we can see that there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And sometimes you may have to focus on a particular part of it to get it, like that edge. It's hard to get the edge because that's a starting point. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that one up. And that having your thumb on the edge there acts as a kind of a counterweight, and also helps you apply firm pressure, because you're not just buffing the metal, you're cutting the metal. My dad taught me how to do this. You can see there, I got a little too much of an angle that way, and that's fine. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. And you know, that's pretty sharp right there. Let's see if we can still see it. Make sure the camera's still in my round file, sir. Now, this is going to be handled a little bit differently. If I did that, it would eat into this part and eat into that part and totally miss the curve. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a round. This is a 3/8 inch chainsaw file, and this thing's flexible. Okay. And that's a good thing. So you don't want to flex it too much because it's also bendable. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go across. I'm going to go into that curve. Now as I go into the curve, I'm going to turn my hands. You may not see my hand because I've got it focused on the blade so closely. But I'm going to turn my hand like that. And that's just going, and I'm also going to be flexing this thing a little bit. And that's going to help me contour into that blade there. So let's see if this works here. Also, this is a more aggressive file, and a more aggressive file is going to eat up more metal quicker. So it doesn't take much. And you can see that starting to shine up right there. It's not going to be perfect. I'll tell you what though, it is sharp, that's for sure. It's sharp all the way into the corner. I'm gonna go just a little bit for you. I'm gonna bring that corner all the way up. And I'm actually going to flatten out the angle a little bit this way, just to give myself a little bit more cutting area, and I think I can wipe out that little rust pocket. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. And that's just going to give me a fine finished edge. And that's how you sharpen the blade. Now the next piece is we're going to clean up this blade before we put it back on. Everybody needs a clean blade. I'm gonna just take a wire brush here. I'm gonna go with this blade, just kind of wipe it off. Clean it off, clean that nasty stuff off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen the other side of this blade and put this back on the mower, and that's a done deal.